picture? You see my picture? Y'all see my cat? This my cat Dulo. We love our Dulo. You gonna get down, get down. Go ahead. Go. What's good, people? How my people doing? Hey. Happy in the building. Um, Happy L segment, Illuminated Power, also known as Star Chaser. Coming through. Y'all know how I do. Coming through with much needed information. And of course, you already know that I am not by myself. So, move, Dulo, stop. Cat tripping, y'all, all of a sudden. Maybe because the computer on. Anyway, much needed information. I come through with the most purest form of knowledge known. I am not in any type of way, form, or fashion giving out any type of information that cannot be not only validated but looked up and certified, as well as stamped. The information I speak about is stamped. It is not new, although it is new to this area of being when it comes to us learning and knowing one another on a whole different spectrum or as a whole. Now, as you can see, the topic is 9ether talk. And I chose that all because we as three-dimensional beings have so many different chambers within our mind space that we actually can indulge as well as take part in travel to other dimensions within ourself, other dimensions within the universe. So 9ether is a topic, or more so a statement, knowing that the melanated hue is of the ninth ether. And right now we are in 3 density algorithm of thinking. So with that being said, I'm not going to hopefully hold you longer than what's necessary. I have also learned with studying the biology of the body that a lot of foods or a lot of substances that we put into our body really lowers our attention span. Sugar being one of them, white sugar being one of them, white anything that is separated from its original content becomes a substance. It's separated. So once you separate the sugar cane and start adding other additives and start taking out or extracting things from the sugar cane itself, it becomes a illegal substance in a sense that is legally given to you. The CIA literally has done okay, how can I put this? The CIA uses sugar as a technique to lock down your attention span. And they document it, they actually study it, and they do certain things to make sure that your attention span stays at its lowest frequency. So everything that's going on around you, everything that has trickled down to where we are right now when it comes to the age of the Aquarius, when it comes to this new NU world order that they're trying to force upon the people, everything is coming from the ninth ethers. Everything is trickling down like the fallen angels. All it is a story or analogy of how the pure spirit of the being or the pure spirit fell into a matter being, fell into just dense matter. It's also known in the Hermetic philosophy that this body is called the stubble body, as well as the gross stubble body. This earth is also known as a prison planet because every time you come here, your memory is extracted, you don't have it anymore. And as many lives and many times that you exist, as past, present, and future simultaneously, that we don't have a grip on when we actually be born into this realm, coming through the cosmic womb. So it's a lot of things that we are not being taught. It's a lot of things that are not being said. And I might sound like I'm a little bit everywhere, although the conversation at hand is very important for our melanated hue to know just who they are and where they stand at a universal vortex of being, to where you are literally the center of everything around you. You are in and a part of everything around you. Without you, there is no existence. We were the guardians of this planet, and we fell from our post. And it is not a time when our people were not spread around the four corners of the earth. There is no such thing as us being minorities. It is also a statistic out there right now when it comes to a lot of scientists, as well as doctors, philosophers, psychologists, that's actually saying that by 2050, the melanated men will be of an extinction. I just put a post on social media that states the real shit that's trending: biological and chemical warfare. We have gentrification. We have financial illiteracy. We have economic depression and suppression. We've been here in America. We came from America. We are the landowners of America, Amaru, North Amexum, North Africa. Because once upon a time, the whole surface of Earth was just one, to where you literally can walk across the street from Africa and probably be in Sudan. I'm just exaggerating, but this is how close the vicinities of our being were close connected together. So what I didn't do is what I always do before I even start this, is always know that I'm not by myself. Always know that I stand on the shoulders and the backs of my ancestors. They're always with me. My archangels or angels of light, those that navigate me on my spiritual walk. I believe in that power because I feel it every time I speak of that energy. And I wanted to actually get a collective reading from my ancestors. I left my cards somewhere else, so right now I'm at home, and I can't believe I forgot them, because if for whatever reason it just said give an ancestral message, and I am known to not just follow my intuition, but I'm still learning how to discern the voices we hear all day, every day within our mind space. And we have to learn how to decipher what voices are for us and what voices are not. We have to actually start paying attention to our intuition and know that, um, even with the intuition, and know that being silent and just listening is truly an art. To be still and pay attention to the smallest voices of confidence, of perseverance, of serenity, of abundance, to give you that knowledge that not only you are seeking, but it's already embedded within you. So I honor my celestial beings. I honor my celestial foremothers and fathers. I honor my foremothers and fathers that's was here on this earth and has made a way for us to be able to speak like this now. I honor my ancestors. I honor the higher self within me. And I am in tune with the alignment of overstanding why it's important for us to go inward to manifest an outcome of almost a perfect life. The goal is to bring your heaven in your spiritual awakening of self, where you're already chilling in a most humblest or the most noble state of mind. What you are doing is magnetizing that energy into your vortex or into your paradigm in this three-dimensional realm. And I have to give that thanks and that honor, knowing that where I was when it comes to this information, all the people that I have came across, and they gave me little nitpicks of sparks of information and sparks of remembrance for myself, to know that it's not easy to walk or even run this lap of spirituality. It's no way you're gonna uh, finish it. But what you can do is continue to go towards the goal and just enjoy the process and just enjoy the love of knowing that you're not only helping yourself, but you are actually getting a chance to present these topics and actually help others. So with that being said, I don't want to stay on here too long. Like I said, what I'm going to do, because it's evident today, happy solar eclipse, December the 4th, 2021. According to this is a Gregorian calendar. We also need to get back on a solar calendar. The solar calendar consists of us actually going with nature. It's basically nature's calendar. And it's when we start honoring and respecting the seasons and the days and the months and all these different algorithms of nature itself, and we flow with nature instead of flow against nature like the currents. We want to flow with the current water manifestations. We don't want to go against the tides. We don't want to go against the the roaring of the sea. We want to be able to flow with it and actually be in harmony and balance ourselves with it. So today is the solar eclipse, according to the Gregorian calendar, December 4th, 2021. And if I'm not mistaken, it's in Sagittarius. So let's check that out right quick. I got a few notes on deck just to tell you some things that you can do right now when it comes to this solar eclipse. I know that the solar eclipse is when the sun and the moon. Okay, let me check that out. It's when the sun is. Let's see. Hold on, I apologize for that because I'm looking for the. Yes, it is in Sagittarius. But okay, now let me see. Make sure I'm doing this right, because we have moon cycles and it's every 28 days. And I know we have a full moon and a new moon, and each one is totally different. Um, the new moon is for you to actually put out wishes or intentions or use your magic wand, which is the mind, to manifest something that you want to see in the three-dimensional realm. I know that's with the new moon. Look, 222, y'all. When you start seeing numbers as well, it's like 222, 333, 444, 555, 1111, 1212. It's so many of them. 656, 848. Just know that every number of existence is an assignment to an angel, or angel is actually an angle of light. And once you put these numbers together, they give you a specific message. Each number itself having its own frequency. And if you saw like 111, that means that um it's triple the potency of the message. It's to the third power. So, like I said, these things are not being taught because they were bored as not just pseudo, but they were also taken away from you not to know who you are amongst the stars. And they took it away from you so you wouldn't learn how to navigate yourself through this three-dimensional world using your personal identification of your star's alignment. So when you was born here, it was all these stars in different placements, and it had a lot to do when it comes to even your personality, your abundance in life. It comes with your psychology way of thinking in life. It has so many different aspects, just the 12 zodiac signs themselves, that runs this realm. This realm is ran by 12 archons, which are the 12 zodiac signs, and we are trying to think outside of the circle and outside of space and time. Right now, we are trapped in space and time. A lot of people don't want to say trapped, but if you are unaware when you leave here, because there's no such thing as death. So if you're not aware of how you die doesn't mean nothing but split in two. That means that the physical here and the soul or the spirit actually moves on. So if we don't know these different allegories or don't know that it's speaking something behind the scenes or actually inwardly instead of outside, then we get confused. So all the things that I'm speaking on is things that are of a much needed knowing because it helps you direct and helps you move and navigate yourself through this matrix and probably Patrick's because at the etymology of words are very important too. So if you can just break down matrix with the two words, you got the Ebonics way that we say ma, of course, and the Ebonics way to spell tricks. So are these mother tricks being played on the children of Earth? Those are the type of analogies and those are the type of thinking, cognitive dissonance has stopped us from really going into a constructive matter of constructive criticism within the dialogue of what we are looking at. Instead, we want someone to constantly not only give us the information, but they want us to not just prove the information, but they want to just say, I believe without going and doing the research themselves. And then when they find out that the person that they honestly believed in was full of shit, you're not going to find it this way. But when you find out that the person that you believed in that was telling you all these things, but just because of who they are, you believe them, and then you find out they full of shit, then it's another depressing moment in your life to where it's like you have to start all over again. I've been there, I've done that, I done learned a lot, I done looked at a lot of people. People even on social media is showing me exactly what not to do when it comes to knowing thyself and the things that we should be implementing on a daily basis. Like I said, I have no ill will with who you believe in, what you believe in, and where you at on your walk. The things I say that is not understandable to you, you go and figure it out and look it up for yourself. But my thing is to just give you a spark of remembrance of the knowledge that has been hidden from us, not just behind the scenes, underneath, overneath, from the left to the right. They got our people thinking that our people didn't make any type of contributions to this world when we are the reason the world even exists. We taught every culture how to maintain and sustain an empire. We are from lineages of pharaohs, high priestesses, high priests, kings, queens, emperors, empresses. We have a DNA structure like no man or mankind on this earth, in this universe. So everything, like I said, I'm saying is something that needs to be spoken daily. Where you at is awesome. If you are a Hebrew Israelite, a Moor, a Christian, a Catholic, a Buddha, Celtic, Hotep, just know that it was not in its earliest way of thinking, our people were not a part of it because it came from our people. It's a lot of things that they want to keep keeping us in a distraction from not knowing who you truly are and how powerful your DNA and your lineage of just the melanin alone can gravitate you towards something so powerful that cannot be stopped. They can stall it, but they cannot be stopped. We are in the age of Aquarius, which is the time where information is at its highest and it's at its purest. All you have to do is learn and be ready to use your discernment when it comes to what you be feeding your brain right here. So, with that being said, like I said, today is the solar eclipse. So, what I wanted to do is get into um the original essence of this moon today. The moon today is known as the cold moon. Its uncommon name is the oak moon. Sacred tree of the ancients, strong enough to withstand the harshest winter. Renewal of the new year, straddling the old dark year and the new light year, two worlds as the oak tree roots are in the dark earth and its branches are in the sky. So, right now, with this solar eclipse, it is a new way that you can not only start thinking, but you can start planting seeds of manifestation. You can also basically start anew. You can imagine new beginnings. You can uh, close old chapters and open new chapters. It's a way to basically plant mustard seeds that you want to manifest for the following month. And like I said, Sagittarius, let me make sure it's in Sagittarius because I could have sworn I just saw it, but I want to double check that. The moon cycles. No, not right now. Yes, it's in Sagittarius. So, with that being said, the solar eclipse, when it comes to a new moon, it's like I just said with the numbers, it's like a third, it's like to the third power. It's like the energy right now of manifestation for what you want to bring into this three-dimensional realm is at its highest peak. And if you they say rituals, they say you can do a ritual, and it's a simple ritual you can do just with a white candle. You get you a few herbs, whatever you got within your closet. And white is for the ancestors, and it's a way to show homage and gratitude and honor to the ancestors. And what you can do is take a white candle, clear white candle, or whatever candle you get. Make sure the labeling is off of it because you don't want the energy that's attached to it already. You want to use some olive oil, virgin olive oil. I make my own blessing. I make my own blessing oil. So um rub it. You get a marker. You can write things on it such as like I am power, I am abundant, discipline, just things that you want to know personally work on within yourself. And you light that candle. And if you really want to know the outcome of it, if you do it, inbox me. And I got the results of when it's black, when it crack, when it don't stay lit. It's a reason for all of that. It has a lot to do with the energy, uh, the intermediate energy within your circumference, and how we can cleanse ourselves using smudge sticks and Palo Santo sticks, getting rid of a lot of stagnated energy within our auric field that sits 3 to 6 feet in front of us at all times. Just imagine you walking around in an egg. You are in that egg, but the outside of that shell is your auric field. And your auric field is always being, when I say always being attacked, it's always being attacked. You can step outside and no one say a word to you, but the energy in the air can pull something out of you. I really want people to be mindful of how powerful your temple truly is and how the manifestations that we are working on starts right here. The pineal gland, and that's another reason. The pineal gland is the reason why they shoot you and check your temperature. It's because of the ovulatory system of the brain, and it's the one that sends direct messages to the other circuits of the mind. So every time, and it's very sensitive to light. So every time they zap you right here, they are disturbing the circadian rhythm of those circuits in its natural and purest form. And it's basically interrupting the electricity that you have going already, into where you have to start over again. So again, like I said, I'm just speaking. I would love for people to okay, it's connected again. I would love for people to actually speak on topics that they want to hear, speak on things that they are ready to know. I am here as this vessel. I signed up for this job. I am aligned with my contract. I know exactly what I came here to do now. I know the meaning behind everything that I do. And I now understand why I was chosen to work with children at a very early age. So my focus is on the youth. My focus is on the upcoming youth. My focus is on the teenagers, the young men and women that feel like not only they don't have anyone, but this existence that they're in because nobody's teaching them the solidarity of the trueness and the pureness of their DNA and who they are, their birthrights, everything that comes with it, why you are the most hated being on the planet, what comes with that. I am here to define all those things for our youth. And I want the parents to be a huge part of it. But just like a lot of schoolhouses, a lot of these parents don't even go and check on these kids in the schools. A lot of them don't make the parents teachers conference. They don't go to the parent hall meetings. None of that. So we have to be more involved with the school system that educates our children and educate. Thank you, my brother Eric, Islam brother to Eric Harris, that taught me what is it? Erudite, and educate. And when he said that, I'm like, what is that? So education, according to law and the etymology of it, is to train animals. So every time we say our children are getting an education, we are literally subliminally, psychologically calling them animals. And that these people are training our children like animals. Erudite is when you can sit and have a knowledgeable conversation of a higher intellect involving critical information that is true, and the conversation itself is a building. So we build within our voices, or this double-edged sword, and the esophagus as well as the throat chakra is how we express ourselves to one another. But how we express ourselves, the out or the aftermath. What did I get from speaking to the brother, and what did he get from speaking to me? And we build on that conversation alone. I taught him something and he taught me something as well. It's no such thing as everybody know everything. Everyone is here to teach somebody something, regardless of what it is, or how small it may be to others, or how big it may seem to others. But we all are here as a testing ground to elevate and erudite one another. And I might chop the word up. I chop words up too, y'all. So we are here to extract all this information that we know and walk in it, be in it, manifest ourselves as the being that our higher selves already know. So with that, like I said, it's in Sagittarius. Let me look up, let me see if I got my astrology book on hand so we can tell you exactly what this is. An astrology uh book you can get. It's one by one of our brothers. And I also do natal charts for those who are interested. Numerology charts, Reiki sessions. Okay. Qigong sessions, pranayama sessions, crystallology. What else am I? Tarot card reading. I also do personal t-shirts, sigil t-shirts. I draw them myself. You let me know what's going on with you, and I give you some symbols to choose, and I allow your intuition to pick those images, and I make you a beautiful t-shirt out of it. Putting the symbols on there, putting my magic into it, my intentions, and I have gotten nothing but great responses when it comes to my enlightenment tools and how they make others feel. So, yeah, keep sleeping on me. Long as I ain't sleeping on myself. Keywords. Let me see what Sagittarius said. I'm looking for Sagittarius, y'all. Because like I said, I'm not gonna rush. It's obviously that knowledge is an acquired taste, and our people really think that they're back in the Slovakic slave days to where you can't read no damn books. When it's so much stuff out here that we can look at and learn off the flip. So let me see. Just bear with me. Other than that, if anyone have any questions right now, I am in tune with answering everything that I have learned and know thus far. And if I don't know, we can go look it up and find it together. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's just do this. No, we're not going to do that. Let me look it up. Because what I'm going to do is give you a few breathing tips today. I just gave you an idea to do ritual-wise with the ancestors. Sagittarius, here we go. So, again, before I go any further, today is a solar eclipse. It's a new moon to the basically 10th power. It's illumination. It's giving out vibrations and high frequencies of a new way of doing things, a new awakening, a new mannerism, getting rid of the dogmatic illusions that has been given to us. Religion means bondage, and to identify ourselves again with a cosmic truth, with these universal laws and principalities, and respect the laws of karma, which is the laws of cause and effect. How we can continue to move forward knowing and not guessing what to do when it comes to this knowledge, and how to use it to our advantage, which is something that has been drastically and viciously taken away from us unfairly. So the solar eclipse today, you can become anew. It's also in Sagittarius. The idea I just gave you with honoring your ancestors. That's one. You breathing. That's another. We're going to go into that. But right now, Sagittarius, from a spiritual aspect, it is actually attached to the sciatic nerves, and it rules the sciatic nerves, which is the largest nerve in the body. Sagittarius is also the art of the alchemy archetype. It is the ability to explore, love knowledge, be free, think deeply, find the truth, and teach others. All you have learned is found in activating this archetype. So we can activate these energies. These energies are already within our body. The 12 cell salts of the body are actually functioning under the zodiac signs. Uh, Mine is Taurus. So Taurus, according to the zodiac chart, is the throat. And what was my salt? I forgot my salt, the main salt. Whatever your sign is, your body uses that salt the most. So me being a sun sign in Taurus, I use that salt the most. So I need that salt the most. But if your body is going through any type of diseasement, which the word they say is disease, but when you break the word down, you see it says dis-ease. So when you go through any diseasement of the body, 9 times out of 10, it's the cell salts and the minerals of the bodies that are lacking somewhere within its system to function as a whole. So don't let nobody else tell you something different. It's so many fake diseasements or diseases that they put a jacket on for us, and it has nothing to do with us. When all we have to do is really go back into the nature's way of doing things and stop exploiting our temple like it's nothing. Okay? So um that is that part of that. Now, when it comes to the moon, if you want to actually do something today, it's not a Monday. Today is actually a Friday. And Friday is in honor of the planet Venus. Actually, that's the holy day in the more Islamic faith, Islam. And that is a day for us to get in tune with the cosmic spiritual side of ourselves. So, excuse me, my phone gonna keep ringing until I answer it. So let me finish up this. So, but if you want to know exactly what a Monday is a representation of the moon. So Monday, they got Monday from the moon. So it really was Moon Day. And this is when you actually get in tune with your psychic endeavors or impressions, invoking power, creative ideas, and divine inspirational messages of healing. A lot of messages come between the peak hours, or they call them the witching hours, which is from 2 o'clock to like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Is when you really can get a lot of downloads if you sit and use the art of listening. If you do that, guaranteed you're going to get your messages. If you are in alignment, guaranteed you're going to get your messages. People tell you ain't supposed to do this. People tell you ain't supposed to do that. I'm here to tell you, you do what's necessary in your walk of alignment and allow things to open up with ease. Don't be resistant. The things I'm going through, the fire, the conscience that I'm going through right now, when it comes to just my financial stability, I have never had to go through this type of shakiness of a foundation of what I have built thus far to get the things that is necessary to move forward with my projects. It's like a force, but it's not. What it is that I need to go continuously to move with the current and move with ease of what I'm doing and have fun in the midst of it. But the world itself constantly have you like knowing at the fact that it's these bills don't stop. Children need this. We got to make sure heat is paid, electricity, food in the goddamn icebox. Just something, just those little things. People around you passing away, leaving this earth, transitioning, loved ones. Our sisters and brothers is constantly bickering and arguing and hurting one another over the most frivolous conversations in the most materialistic things. This is not only a awakening for us, this is an awakening for the world to see us through the righteous lens that we're supposed to be honored in. Y'all don't, man, for real. I am just, I love my people. I would never distract myself from my people. But we have to literally which is a really, really hard reality and harsh reality. But we need to clean our own backyard up. We don't need nobody continue to poke in our shit when we did this shit from the beginning. It can be done again. Who's ready to build a nation? Who's ready to go buy some land? Who's ready to start a new NU Black Wall Street, and not even Black Wall Street, melanated Wall Street? Because according to science and according to the dictionary, the word black has no rank or no hold in this three-dimensional realm. When we know black itself is the reason for everything. Everything. From black, you get the light. From darkness come light. But within that darkness is light. So it's still light, even in the darkness. So we have to continue to navigate ourselves through our own darkness, through our own individual demons first, and take the show on the road to show our people it can be done. It can be done. We need to start having enough faith within ourselves to clean up our own affairs as a people, as a nation, and get back to our birthrights. Some things that is a universal principle that has been taken away from us. Period. So, with that, the moon, help yourself. Get in tune with some of these spiritual aspects of being. No, look, I got this right here. The caduceus. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad this is right here. These are the wings, right? Wings always, eagle wings always were always mean from the heavens on high, high spirituality, intellectual, intuition, soar, in sync with the air, the wings, right? This right here, the coil snake, would be your Kundalini energy. It would be the spinal cord. It would be the left, which is the feminine, and the right is the masculine, become as one. And it's entangled itself to where now I'm not always thinking masculine. I'm not always thinking feminine. I am using both of my polarities to balance itself to match me right here and know exactly what I have to do from an equal balance of thought. Manifest a balance suggestion or a balanced way of doing things. This alone, they use this from our ancient Egypt, which is Kemet, but they took this directly from the images on the wall. And now it's used worldwide, and the energy itself has manifested on its own to where every time you look at that, you affiliated with the medical symbol, and our ancient ancestors had a totally different definition for it. And that's what I mean when I say getting in sync, getting in line, getting in tune, knowing things. I have so much around me. I'm not gonna miss this eclipse tonight. I got my telescope. I very seldom use it. I done had it about 3 or 4 years. I probably didn't use it like twice, 2 or 3 times. And just learning how to read longitude and latitude when it comes to the grids and everything, man. This is so exciting, man. It's like a total new adventure or a total new journey that I have just left this previous existence, this past, or more so um this darkness I had to tackle in order to bring my light into this three-dimensional realm and to express that using the throat chakra. So before I get out of here, I'm gonna do a breathing meditation that I always tell people that they can do. Um, is this Tai Chi or pranayama? This pranayama. This is a pranayama one. It's a 4, 7, 8. 478 breathing technique. What is the name of it? Okay, I don't have time to look for that. But it's a 478 breathing technique. It's a pranayama technique, and it's also used to remove shallow oxygen out the body and replace it with a new oxygen vibration. So, what I need you to do is breathe in your nose for 4 seconds. I need you also to hold it for 7 seconds. Release for 8. You're going to instantly feel something right here as if it's coming down. Okay? Anything that's coming down is a energy vortex that's being released. It's being released. 478. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And release for 8 through your mouth or your nose. It doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a pranayama technique to remove old shallow oxygen and replace it with new oxygen. So that is something you can do tonight because it energizes the body. It opens up your intuitive pathways within the mind. It actually connects to the pineal gland itself, and let the magic start happening. You will feel it you'll feel it within your body. So, and on that note, next is we've been taught, like I said, when it comes to symbolization, you know, pictures, numbers, colors rule the world. Period. That's not up for debate. That's not up for debate. It's too many documentations, too many books, too many said magnificent scholars of all hues and shades have put that out there. It's known to be a solid truth. So pictures, colors, and numbers rule the world. We were taught that certain images bring us backwards or demonic, or it has no substance to it. And I'm here to tell you that the majority of that shit was a lie. Now, what it is how you, as a high vibrational being in this low vibrational body, how you interact with those symbols and those colors and those numbers of your highest purity, or you can be one of them low vibrational beings to use it for malice. So I'm here to tell you, I am for your highest being. I am for your highest intellect. I am for your highest honor of overstanding the axiom of know thyself. If you don't know who you are, how are you going to help somebody figure out who they are? So now I only not only know who I am, it's important that we tell these babies and let them know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So boom. My one I picked for y'all is the pentagram. The pentagram. All right? Star David. Of course, we know the Star David is a 5-pointed star. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With 10 lines though. That's another story. But the pentagram is a 5-pointed star. If you look at your body, you can tell that your pentagram is your body. This is the top of the star, which represents the ethers or the highest spiritual you. Okay. Of course, the size is the arms, and the two bottom are the legs. So your body is a walking pentagram. And how we interact with these images and how we interact and correlate our intentions with these symbols is going to let you know, are you vibrating in the highest of yourself, or you vibrating in the lowest. So now with the pentagram, let me tell you exactly what the pentagram truly is. It reflects the principles of oneness, duality, and trinity. Okay? The basic shape and numbers of our three-dimensional reality. All right? It is also known as the golden ratio, which is another fact that is spoken about. It's not a theory. Our ancient ancestors in Egypt, or Kemet, I'm gonna keep saying Kemet because Egypt is not the name of that our honorable ancestral sacred land. It's not the name. It's Kemet. And before that it was something else, Cush. And before that it was something else. No Sumar. So like I said, ain't nothing new under the sun, y'all. We just actually learning finally what the fuck is under the sun. So our ancient Kemetic ancestors knew that the golden ratio was the power source of life, which it truly is, and that everything in nature develops from this pattern. So you can actually stand in the sun or stand in the moonlight as you please. Meditation, I keep telling people, I'm meditating right now, just talking to you guys. Meditation can be done anywhere. Now, what they have is it's called it's a meditative state of mind you are. It's like a trance. Now, if you want to do that type of intentional meditation, I think it's called intentional meditation, where you just basically focus on one thing. Okay, so but we constantly meditating. We meditate every time we think, every time we use our imagination, every time we're trying to make something happen. That's a meditation within itself. So we're always meditating. But you can literally stand up um in the sun or in the moonlight during out the day in your bed, lay down, and all you're gonna do is spread your arms and just open your legs a little bit and picture yourself as that pentagram. Okay? And you think of oneness. You think of connecting the Trinity, your mind, body, and soul, or the Son, the Father, and the Mother is the original way of that. To how you come to connection of alignment, you knowing that we are never fatherless when we have the Father of the heavens, knowing that we are never motherless when we have the energy of the creator of the universal mother, the womb itself. So us being the child of both, you can use that energy just how I just said it, and allow yourself to become free and allow yourself to indulge or receive all the highest frequencies and vibrations of you to move forward on your next step here on your journey. We all are alchemists. Now, how you doing your alchemy work and your magic is up to you. So that is another way that you can do that. I just talked about some of everything, but I'm just conversating with my people. This is 9ether talk. So everything I'm saying, it comes from the highest of the highest, no doubt. That's another fact. And how these downloads continue to come, I will continue to put them out. My world is not peaches and cream. And I know that's a reality that people show falseness on camera and living totally different in a off camera. But I'm here to tell you, I'm living the same on and off. I know for a fact that it's nothing as a perfect reality. What I do know is that you can put things in place to help you live a perfected life within yourself. So, all right, my peoples. Um, the pentagram. This is actually from another book you can get, Sacred Geometry. We are we are those magical symbols. Um, the DNA structures is pentagrams, octagons, enneagrams, our medulla, our body is all of that. So basically, all they did in a nutshell, and this the end. In a nutshell, what they did, they took the stories that are complementary to the inside of your body, and they made them in literal form with characters and the scenery and everything. But know that they were talking strictly about the making of the temple and how to sustain the temple and where these things and different energies come from within the temple. Your body is a tree. Your veins will be the branches. Okay? The water within inside is how we're growing. This is what I'm talking about with downloads. A lot of this stuff, oh man, it's just not fair that now is the time that all this not only is coming out, but that's how nature goes. We have to move with it. 26,000 years have whoop, swoop, and it's on the temples over in Luxor. I want to say in the temple of Hathor or Mayat or Nut, but it's in the Grand Temple. The zodiac wall itself sits on the ceiling, and it shows you the time frame of each one. So I'm gonna get into the houses and the degrees and how that will itself is always been a part of life itself, and how we can start mingling or intermingling with the energies that were assigned to you. Uh, for example, my sun sign is Taurus, my moon sign is Libra, my ascendant sign is Capricorn, my Aries is in my Mars is in Aries. So just them four right there, because we got the seven main parts and then we got the seven main planets. So it's seven main planets that works with your body daily without you even knowing. So the four that I named thus far, each one of those has its own frequency. Even Aries is totally different from Mars, but they share a similarity when it comes to passion and fire. So this is what I'm talking about with getting to know yourself. I do the natal charts before I even get off of here, because it's things that I do that I know I do that I'm good. One thing they can't take away from me is how I will not leave, but how I know. So this is an example, and I'm using this book right here for that. This is how I learned how to read my natal charts and actually do it effectively and knowing exactly where my stars are. If you are interested in that, please hit me up at Universal Soul Thinking, SOUL Thinking at gmail.com. These will be like the worksheets. So basically, it gives you an overview of what I was saying when I'm like, my Capricorn, woo, 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 woo. But it tells you, like, for instance, I'm going to give you an example. You got this worksheet that has planet meaning, sign meaning, house meaning. My moon sign, I told you, was Libra. So my planet is moon. The meaning is I feel. The sign itself is Libra. The meaning of Libra is balance. The house Libra sits in is the seventh house. And the meaning of the seventh house that Libra sits in, it means artistic. So basically, I feel in Libra a sense of balance in my seventh house with me being an artistic being. So you write these things on the back. I feel Libra balance, sense of equilibrium in meditating artistically in my seventh house. That's the sentence I made. So it's up to you to work with these things and basically give your own analogy of what these things mean to you. It's no wrong way of doing it, okay? Straight up. It's no wrong way of doing it. So again, peace, love, and energy to all my people. Let's see if I can do it. Salut. Fox with me, Universal Soul, SOUL thanking. At gmail.com. You want some sessions going, you need a natal chart. I do auric cleansings. I can guide you in the right direction with the crystals, the herbs that you can start using to make your own nature's cookbook. I have really intensely been working my ass off when it comes to learning this knowledge, man. It's like I don't sleep, I don't stop. What I'm working on now is my discipline when it comes to my time frame and actually putting this information out there. I don't want to just constantly be everywhere. I want to have specific subjects like my videos thus far and just stay on that topic. Today was an like I said, today was awesome just to be able to get on here and express myself. And I hope that everyone that is interested, reach out to me. That's what I signed up for. I'm here for the not the job, but I'm here for the experience to help you experience a more fulfillment of your spiritual walk on this journey. Become your own alchemist. So again, my peoples, salute.